in silence. Anticipation and see what. Oh, goodness! That ball have a family!
Episode 7, High Socks, Low IQ, High Socks. We're coming at you live. Just kidding, we're not live. But we're coming at you. And
we're live in the moment.
It's live in the moment. This is a live discussion that's pre-recorded. So it's a live pre-recorded podcast, episode 7 of High Socks.
11:20 at night. Yeah, Reds fall, as we're all well aware. Was it 4-0 tonight?
I don't fucking know, dude. Who even gives a shit?
Zippo. Doesn't matter. Back to 500. 500 up for the party.
One hit is all they could muster tonight.
All they could muster.
I was looking at the box score, and it was like the end of the 7th inning, and they didn't have a hit yet. I was getting a little worried.
Did it take them that long to get a hit? For real?
At least into the 8th, yeah. I saw end of 7, and they didn't have a hit yet.
At a certain point, don't you just say why not? Just get no hit, Make it just fun for the other guys.
Yeah,
at that point, 7 innings, am I really going to spoil the fun?
Then the next game can't possibly be worse. You can only go up from there.
Unless you get no hit again. No, that'd be funny. Has there ever been 2 no-hitters in a row? That's impossible.
Yeah, by the same pitcher for the Reds, Johnny Vandermeer.
Set you up for that one, I guess.
Yeah,
wow, that's a good trivia.
Every week podcast for you to bring that up.
Well, I got your text earlier, so there you go. Little Reds trivia.
Yeah.
Who said it was like 1 hit for the Reds in 15 innings or something like that?
Oh God, 15. One of those.
15 straight innings. We've had 1 hit. I believe that's right. I looked at it earlier. I had it pulled up, but then I guess I got away from it. It was some WW reporter, I think. What's the WW guy's name? The dude who's
what Tommy Thrall?
The Reds? No. No, one of the guys, Mo Edgar, is that his name?
Oh yeah, okay. He does like the afternoon talk shows.
Yeah. I think it wasn't him. I don't know who it was. Whatever. Point is, I think it's 1 hit in 15 innings for the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah, John and I were talking before we started. We were like, this team, and I know we've said it in recent past weeks, they are literally just like hit or miss. You have no idea what you're going to get. They could go out there and score 12 runs, or they'll get 1 hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's super frustrating.
It feels like a rare occurrence where, you're not expecting every batter to be on every day, obviously. But I think there was a game against the Orioles where it was just like a well-fought, we were cruising the whole time, in control. It wasn't a flashy win. No, it was the game that we went to, Ben. What was that? That was against the Cardinals. That was game 1 against the Cardinals, where it's just like we were in control the whole time. Nothing crazy happened, but a couple guys got some hits. Some guys, like Hayes didn't get a hit, but everyone else kind of like brought up the rest of the team. And that's what you need in a team sport. When people have down days, others gotta, cover their backs. That seems so rare where that happens. It's either everyone's on or everyone's off.
You need depth. Depth is crucial to sports in general. Like, you can't just have like 2 or 3 guys contributing and expect them to contribute day in and day out, especially baseball. You're going to go through cold spots, and that's why you need the depth hitting and pitching too to last the whole year and go deep.
What do you feel like we're missing? Like, what is it on the offensive side?
What's that?
We need on the offensive side? What do we need?
I mean, I said it in the offseason. We needed like a power bat in the middle of the lineup that's gonna scare the opposing pitchers, and somebody that can probably hit
Mhm.
behind Ellie, I would assume, so that
Mhm.
he can see more pitches, more strikes, and get on base, steal bags, and that guy can drive him in. We've already talked about it, but man, Pete Alonso would have been perfect for this
Who
lineup.
homered tonight, by the way. He's been on
Yeah,
a
I
tear.
saw. Yeah.
Mhm.
It is unfortunate. I mean, we've talked about this for weeks on end, and we can talk about it every episode if we want to. It's just that power bat, that main power hitting force in the lineup. We don't have anybody who's really a power hitter. You know, we have nobody who we can kind of rely on to be like a home run guy. And you know, I think Ellie might hit maybe 20 home runs, 25 home runs if we're lucky.
Yeah.
And that would be our biggest production on that in that aspect of the game. But yeah, we're missing some people. We're missing some pieces. And in talking about depth, we just lost an outfielder today, broken wrist by
Callahan,
Tyler Callahan, broken
Yeah.
wrist. Yeah, thank you.
I mean,
He-
he's a
broken-
week into the season. Is that who I'm thinking of?
It was his third game in
Yeah.
broken
MLB.
forearm is what I saw.
Yeah, it was a few broken bones. I don't know exactly the details. I guess I should have read a bit more about it, but few broken bones in his arm after colliding into the wall in Atlanta, and it was a brutal looking injury. It was just painful to
Yeah.
watch, and that just sucks so much for his third game in the MLB to have such a unfortunate situation. And he ran right into that wall full speed, right? Broke the fall with his wrist, broke the impact with his wrist. And that sucks. And there's some debate on social media about whether or not he had possession of the ball. And that was it a catch? Was it not a catch? It almost felt like we're talking about NFL for a moment. But I guess he didn't have control of the ball for long enough. I don't really know the rules about that, but Chris Welsh came on Twitter and explained a little bit of the rule. And he said the umpires got it right on the field, which I think pissed a lot of Cincinnati people off in the moment because it was such an unfortunate situation that ended up being a player out for the season and inside the park home run for what's his
Matt
name?
Olson.
Matt Olson. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So
He's on my fantasy team, so that's why I know.
I mean, he's not
benefited from that.
He's not that great, but he kills the Reds. I saw some stats today that he just always kills the Reds for some reason.
I think Matt Olson's a pretty damn good player, but
Yeah,
agree to disagree.
Well, he's
regardless.
to put it this way, I would love to have him on the Reds.
Oh yeah,
But
that's the kind of veteran person that like maybe after his contract in with the Braves, maybe we signed him to a year, like at the tail end. But
I don't even
it's
know
not-
the details of his contract.
It was a trade from the Dodgers, Freeman. So I don't, or no, it was a 3-way trade or something like that because he came from. Where did he come from?
From the
It doesn't
A's?
matter.
A's.
Was it the A's?
Yeah.
He came from the A's. That's so weird. Yeah, it's some weird 3-way trade with the A's, Dodgers, and Braves, I think. But that's not us. We're the Reds. We don't get involved in those kind of trades. It doesn't. We don't need that. It doesn't pertain to us.
You know, like I think today, for whatever reason, I think this was probably the worst game the Reds played, and I'm gonna say that even before it goes above the game where we got shelled by the Orioles. I think this was worse in my opinion. There was just nothing good. There was no I couldn't take away anything good from this game. Brady Singer didn't pitch well. We got that horrible injury by Callihan in the outfield. There was no offensive production. No one looked like they really belonged in the lineup at the moment. And the Reds fan base kind of just broke. At least on social media, there was a lot of people saying Tito didn't have enough fire in him from the injury and the call in the field. And everybody's like, we're 500 again and we're getting beaten by the Nationals. And it just feels like today was like a moment for this fan base to say, this is not going in the direction we wanted to. And I think that's very true about how streaky this lineup is. We got Tyler Stevenson back. That's been really nice. And, feasibly, McLean will start hitting again. Jake Fraley kind of swinging the bat a little bit better. I don't know. I mean, it is very streaky. It's a very streaky team. I think that we're seeing some positive things over the last week with Tito, how he's benching guys who are not going to make it up, who are not going to produce. Like, we saw, um, I can't think tonight. First of all, Alexis Diaz was sent down, which I think is
Yeah, that's. I mean, that I would say Stevenson coming back and Diaz getting DFA'd are the biggest two news stories of the past week. Like one's really great, and one's kind of like the change that we needed to see. And
Mhm.
I'm gonna be, I mean, for Diaz, I mean, gosh, on Wednesday, it was his last outing. Gave up a 3-run home run, and
Mhm.
then I think 2 or 3 solo home runs after. I mean, this dude was basically just, like, batting practice for these
I'm on a
guys.
tee.
Yeah, I mean, like, how and if it was just 1 outing, like, yeah, wow, he had a really bad night, but it's like every time you put that guy out there, he was not performing well at all, and it was noticeably bad. And that was just what's more than, the final nail in the coffin for that. That was like the final 20 nails all at once. That was
Mm.
the stake in the heart. Like, gosh,
Mm.
I just wanted I wanted Tito to pull him out, but it's like you're already losing by that much. Why do that? Just make him finish the inning, make him get the final out. But I was like cringing on the inside. Just please, someone help him.
I don't think this was the intention from Tito in that moment, but it was probably something in my mind, something like it kind of reads like, okay, you're making your bed, and this is why we're going to make the decision to DFA you. And for almost a year, he hasn't been able to locate. He's just missing everything. He looks kind of wild at times. And then we saw Candelario get benched too. We haven't seen him in the lineup for how many days now? So I think there's some positive things happening with Tito as manager. Uh, is that we're not waiting around to see if these guys will perform. And I think that I said it earlier that we're not sure if Diaz is going to be the closer this year. And that was there in our first episode. And clearly he doesn't have that role. So it's good to see these like leashes kind of being short. And now that we have like we had a really bad game and this lineup has not been productive, maybe we're going to see more of those hard decisions coming up. Unfortunately, like Ben has said, we don't really have the depth to have a lot of those conversations like the one we had with Candelario. So it's going to be interesting the next few weeks how it happens. Again, we're at 500, so I guess it could be
Could be
worse.
worse.
Yeah, it could be worse. And I think right now we're kind of maybe at our first threshold in the season where we say, okay, what's going on? What's this team doing? Who are these people? What's the identity of the Reds right now? And altogether, I don't think we're in a terrible place, but it's really hard to watch right now.
It's hard to say anything positive after the performance like this tonight.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I think we're all tired of being this complacent, happy to at least be at 500 team. We've talked about that
Hmm.
before. Where like hitting 500 is just the peak of our season. I just, I'm kind of pumping the brakes a little bit. I'm holding off. I'm trying to be thankful for the moves that we did make, but also recognize that we still need to make more. I was talking about Taylor Rogers with Ben and how he's just been a complete dud in the bullpen. Every time I see him, he just gives up runs, and he's not a long relief guy. He's not a setup guy. I don't know what he's supposed to be. He's just a when we're losing, we'll use him because it doesn't matter, you know?
Hmm.
Uh, I don't know. It seems like we still are missing a lot of key pieces, both on offense and, on the mound.
Yeah. I would say the most apparent situation is the lineup not putting runs across. I don't know. What else can you say? I had something with, Austin Hayes is coming back Friday. That's good.
Hmm.
That'll be a nice, hopefully some relief from this really
Shot in the arm.
streaking sort of flailing lineup. So yeah. I
What can
don't
you
know.
say about a team that just kind of like is there?
It's
I
easy. It's easy if you're a fan of the Dodgers or the Yankees to go in and talk about you can talk about kind of broad. I mean, we're speaking on broadly about the team, but you can speak kind of broadly and more narrowly about a team that's good. So we can kind of analyze more when our team is doing well and say what's working. And I think when you're a better team, it's more fun to talk about, but it's also like you have more to talk about at the same time. So
and it's not like
yeah.
these losses. I feel like a lot of them are not close fought losses. It's these kind of just team shuts down for a day
Yeah.
or
then the
3
wins,
in a row.
then the wins are like 9-1. They're
Mm.
never close.
Yeah, it's weird. It is weird. It at the very least, at least we're not losing all those one-run games like we did the last 2 years.
True. Yeah.
Except for that
So,
stretch, yeah, we're
yeah,
pretty.
from the beginning of the season,
I
yeah.
feel like that's something that's so just burned into my brain of this team, like in its identity, is that terrible stretch of losing those one-run games.
Mm.
But I mean, we've seen a lot good from them since then. I mean, I've been listening to the radio a decent amount, just because it's
WW?
easier to do. Oh yeah, yeah, just listening to
The
games on the
Reds
radio.
on the radio.
Boom.
Do they still have
And
the playlist from 2006?
nothing has changed. It's incredible how it's besides Marty being gone, and I think Tommy Thrall does a really good job on the
Yeah, he's great.
mic, and I mean Jeff Brantley. Like, how can you deny? To me, that is the voice of the Reds on the radio in the current era. You know, without Marty, he's just. I could listen to that guy talk
Mhm.
any day.
Yeah,
He's
he's
just
great.
yeah, he's great.
He's mid.
Oh man, what are you
Okay.
talking about?
Next, you'll
This is
say George
by the way,
Grand is mid.
yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
He's worse than mid.
Are you kidding me?
That
You
ball is gone.
look up that I mean, it's in our intro, right?
It is
The
George
Adam
Grand, yeah.
Dunn grand slam.
I cringe every
Uh,
time I hear it.
Was
oh
that
my gosh.
yesterday was the anniversary of that, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
They always post it every single year. They post it every single year.
Of what?
That
That
grand
Adam
slam by
Dunn
Adam Dunn.
Adam Dunn has done it again. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's every
Matthew Berman's call is 1,000 times better.
yeah,
I don't
10
need
hours
it.
ago. It was today. It's the 10
On
year,
Cinco de Mayo?
10
That happened
years,
on
20
Cinco de
years.
Mayo?
Or
not
no,
10
it's
year,
19 years.
not 10 years. I meant to say 10 hours ago, 20 years ago.
Jesus.
No, it was '06, so it'd be 19 years ago.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, this is always posted. This was posted by the MLB account. Okay. 7-run comeback against the Cleveland Indians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of, we're gonna have a guest on next week. His name is Drew, and he is a Guardians fan, and he's gonna give us a little preview and talk a little bit about. Actually, not it wouldn't be a preview. Is it after the Guardians series?
It'll be right after, I
It'd
believe.
be right after. So we're gonna talk shop about the Ohio Cup, and he's gonna give us a perspective on this Guardians team and a little bit of perspective on Terry and what he thinks about Tito, the Tito years, the golden age for the Guardians.
Like,
And,
I didn't even think about that
Mhm.
when discussing it. Yeah, that'll be fun. I think the Ohio Cup is just it's such a nothing
I couldn't care
like set
less.
of games. I mean, like
Yeah.
maybe it's because when's the last time the Reds have won the Ohio Cup? I don't know. It doesn't
If
seem
we
like
have
something that we
one that
have in our
recently,
possession.
if we have won it recently, it was like once in like the last 15 years. I feel like.
Can you look up Ohio Cup results? Is that a thing?
It's Ohio Cup results.
Oh yeah. Here it is. Ohio Cup has its own Wikipedia page.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Okay, so the Ohio Cup, also known as the Battle of Ohio, in the Buckeye series. I've never heard it called that. Okay. Oh, they actually have a trophy. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Yes.
you didn't know that?
This is a big deal.
Oh my. Okay, largest victory was by the Reds in 2000, 14-5.
Let's go.
That's a good day.
At the turn of
Oh.
the century?
And then the Guardians. Well, the
Right
Guardians
before you
won,
got that hat, Ben.
the Guardians won 19-4 in July 11, 2018. So maybe that's the biggest one. Longest win streak was the Reds. Current win streak, Guardians 2. So they won the last 2 years, I guess.
Okay, so
Where's
we had-
the final results? Where's the everything? You know what I mean?
you have to manually tally this yourselves?
Certainly not. Hopefully.
You think not?
Oh,
I-
okay. So in the 2010s, this is a weird way to put it. 2010s, no, it was 31-19 by the Guardians.
In the 2010s, throughout the whole.
I don't know
2010s.
why they show it like this. Where's that?
Wait,
There's
did we
certainly
show
there's
it
like
based on, like overall wins and not series wins.
oh
We'll find
yeah.
out.
Oh,
We'll have to get
it's
to the bottom of
definitely
this.
by games. Okay. So the regular most wins, the Guardians. Okay, here we go. The Guardians are 76 wins to the Reds 59 wins. I believe that's how we read this.
Okay.
So the Guardians are the holders of the whole series, I guess. I don't know.
Mhm.
We're getting in the weeds with this one.
Yeah, we really are.
Who cares?
But
Who gives a shit? The point is the Reds usually lose this.
I have a good feeling about this year. I don't know why. But speaking of
That was
future
just a throwaway
series,
sentence.
yeah, it was.
Complete throwaway. You're just
Um,
like, I have a good feeling about this. Moving on.
Whoa, what? Should I not cheer for the team that I root for? What? I have a good feeling.
All right.
We had a bad game. We need to get out of this funk, like, man,
Is it
we're back
Green
to
Day tomorrow?
500. It can't be Green Day tomorrow, right?
He
It was
pitched
Brady's
No, I
singer.
think it is.
Oh,
I think
what,
it is.
Thursday
No,
last
Already Green Day?
Singer pitched today.
Oh man.
So we're gonna get back on track tomorrow.
Yeah.
This Atlanta team is not good, so we should be able to at least take
and
2 games.
We didn't talk about Hunter Green's last start.
He's a man,
Well,
dude. He's a
yeah.
fucking man.
He had like 12 strikeouts in 6 innings.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
He got that pitch count up at the very end. I remember he was battling that last batter who fouled it off just so many times consecutively. And what he got up to, not his career high in pitches, but 110 or something like that. And it was in the 6th or 7th.
Yeah.
So pitch count got out of hand at the end there. It wasn't as dominant as his 1 out away from a complete game in terms of pitch count. But damn, when the dude's on, he's on, and he just had one mistake, and thankfully the Reds were able to put up a little bit more offense than that. So love to get that guy a win.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, you can look at the box score and say, oh, he only went 6 innings, but that's a quality start, and he had 12 strikeouts. So to me, that's as good as going like a complete game with like 7 strikeouts. I don't know. I mean, his pitch count, it always gets a little higher up there. What do you want to say, Ben?
No, it's not bad.
That's
like a
as good
complete
as
game.
going complete game? No, it's not.
Okay, it's not as good as going a complete game, but it's at the very least, I'm gonna tolerate it because of the strikeout rate.
They're both great outings, but a complete game trumps it every single time.
Well, he could have a complete game like 5 earned runs.
He's not going complete game if he gives up 5 runs. That's never gonna happen.
I
But I
mean,
get your,
hasn't
I get your
it might have happened in history though.
It has, but not in today's game.
I mean, the Reds have lost a game that they threw a no hitter in, so anything's possible.
Was it that the Pirates?
That was that
game?
Pirates game. That
Say that again?
Oh my god!
But was that in 22 where the Reds threw a
Yeah.
no hitter against the Pirates and lost?
Hey, we're
Yeah.
not the
It's-
only team that's happened to. So
It was like
Yeah.
considered one of the worst baseball games. I think. I don't know. That was bad.
I think what makes it worse is that it's the Pirates. We let the Pirates do that to us. I mean, if it was in 22, like I think it is, those were two of the bottom barrel teams to duke it out in
Mhm.
the shit bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a fun little tidbit. I was not happy when it happened. I know that
I remember.
much.
I actually remember that day because I was working, and then people I was working with had a lot of things to say about it. And
Mhm.
to their credit, there was nothing good to say about the Reds in that moment.
You can't
So-
talk your way out of that. You have to just say, "Yep,
No,
they're a bad
tippy
team."
tap and move on. Am I right?
that's right. That's right. What else is going on, guys? Is anything else going on besides the Reds in your life? What's been happening? We got the Leaf series.
Yeah, I've been. I mean, listen. You Reds used to be on Fox Sports, then went to Bally Sports. Bally Sports went bankrupt. Now they're on FanDuel. And so I've been kind of like getting sports betting on the mind. I know it's not like a good thing. Like it started
Okay.
simple. I was just doing like a dollar bet here and there for, Ellie's gonna steal a base, or they're, just like this pitcher's gonna get 8 strikeouts or whatever.
Mhm.
But I'm getting like a little bit more desperate. So I'm kind of going for these like long reaching bets just to
Okay.
say like, hey, if I win this, my life could really turn around. And I need you guys to help me find out.
Wait, so like,
If-
are you doing like plus 10,000 bets?
Oh yeah, this would be like if I put in $10, I could win back like $100,000. Like these are
Okay.
so unlikely. But I need
Okay.
your help to, out of these unlikely bets, which one might be the most likely?
Set us up. What is this? What is this segment called?
This is called John's Bad Bets.
John's Bad Bets.
That's it.
Okay, we're
yeah.
first version of
First
John's
go around.
Bad Bets.
I need you to help me make some money here. Let's by the end of this, let's choose just one of these bets, or just let me know what's maybe possible. Okay.
Okay. I feel like we should have a little jingle when we say this. John's
Yeah.
Bad Bets. Okay, that's like a
Isolate
couple.
that.
Yeah, we're gonna isolate that and make that a thing.
Okay, good.
All right. That's not even a jingle. That's 2 notes. I mean, whatever. Okay. All right. Now we're in like the Twilight Zone.
How about this? How about this?
Welcome to John's Bad Bets.
All right. First bad bet. Alexis Diaz will not only return to the roster, he will win the closing job on the Reds.
Holy shit.
Now this one, I saw this at first when before you got DFA'd, and now the odds have skyrocketed, against this one. But that just means I could win more money. I mean, it's not as if we're so far removed from Alexis Diaz being a really like great closer for the team. I'd say it's like if it happened, I'm worried about the team, but I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be, gobsmacked, right?
That's a good word.
Am I crazy for thinking that?
Wait, is there an actual like line?
Word.
Is there an actual
Yeah.
line that says he could come back and be the closer? That's so intangible.
Well, I mean, this isn't on FanDuel. I
These are
got
John's
booted. I got booted from that app. This is on a
What?
weird app that like it's
Yeah,
not like you're not gonna see a commercial for it.
You got booted? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I got freaking booted, dude. I wasn't. Listen, I don't want to talk
yeah,
about it. This is
banned
part of
from
the.
betting.
Is he being
Yeah,
facetious? What is he talking about,
this is
Ben?
part of the problem I was having with I said it started with the small bets and now here I am. So let's
Okay.
just move on to the next
All right,
bet.
we're moving
Yeah,
on. Okay, no,
move
no,
on.
no, no. What do you want us to say here? I would say that's next to impossible.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
well, I
agree.
mean, I mean, I think some of these other bets might be more possible.
I'm gonna say right now that that's not gonna happen.
Okay,
You gotta pull your
want
money
me
out
to
of
cross
there.
that one off?
Cross it off.
Okay,
That's
I
not
don't think
happening.
okay.
he's back to the Reds.
That's a
Where do you think?
possibility. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Um, I don't. Yeah. Okay. I'll cross it off.
Cross it
I'll
off. We're not
I'll heed your
entertaining
judgment
that.
here.
Ben,
Yeah.
what do you think? Are you gonna entertain this bet? Are you gonna let him put money down? Are you gonna let him risk his financial future on this bet?
I would. Yeah, go for it.
What the fuck, dude? You're supposed to say no.
Well, I have more to cover.
All right, we're saying no to that one. Let's go to the next one.
There's always the possibility John's trying to hit big.
But the likelihood of this happening, I mean,
Well, they're
it's
all
not
unlikely, Mitch. You have
it's
to
not
understand that.
it's
Like,
not
none of these
worth
happen.
it's not worth staking your future. Let's just put it that way.
Okay. Here's the next bet I have. This season, 2025 season, the Toyota hit and win sign will not be hit, but the ball will instead go through the window of the truck.
Smash through the window. They don't leave the
Smash
window
through.
open.
It's gonna
You know-
leave. It's gonna go in the driver's seat.
You know how far back that truck is? That's like 600 feet.
It's
Yeah.
not 600 feet.
It is
Ben, I
way
didn't. Yeah,
there.
It's
it
way
way
out
out?
there,
Is it
but it's
way-
not
it's
600.
way
I
out
don't think it's
Yes, it is.
600 feet.
It's 600 feet.
That's impossible.
I'm sure we
At
could.
nearly.
I'm
minimum
sure we could find
550.
this out.
Who's the player? This is a good trivia. Who's the player that did hit the Toyota sign?
I know this. I know this answer.
Is it Todd Frazier?
That seems like a good guess.
I know it
Yeah,
was
I know
in
it.
that era of Reds baseball.
So didn't he he hit something, but it
Like,
wasn't
they
the
didn't
exact.
hit the actual sign.
He didn't hit the actual sign. He hit like below it or something, right?
Below it,
that
or maybe
honor-
like the actual truck.
Or was it
No.
the smokestacks that he hit that had said Toyota on it or something?
It
I don't
was.
remember.
Here's what I know: is that it was Jesse Winker
Oh,
who came within, I think, literal inches of hitting it. And I think in the moment he believed he hit it when he was rounding the bases. And at that point, I guess Toyota just said, yeah, you know what? It was close enough. We'll
yeah.
just give it to him.
They gave the truck to somebody.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad news about Jesse Winker today. He's out 6 to 8 weeks with the Mets.
Is he really? Oh,
Yeah,
that
he
sucks.
got hurt.
And there goes one
Damn.
of my bets. Jesse
okay,
Winker to return to the Reds.
okay. Wait, so the bet is the ball will go through the window
Yeah.
and land
Yeah,
in the
that's
seat.
Most likely the driver's side window.
I think you should run with this one.
Actually,
Okay.
yeah, you know, the weather's warming up. The ball's probably going to be flying here soon.
Yeah.
CES.
Are we still talking about torpedo bats? You know, that could be-
CES,
Yeah,
where is CES? Where is he at?
He's our power guy.
Where's he at?
He's hurt, I think, or maybe
He's
AAA. I
charging
don't know. Yeah, with his torpedo bat, the weather warming up, he's gonna get one right at that perfect launch angle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, run with it.
That'll be good.
Now here's something you can also. I say, first of all, I say go with this bet. I think it's
Mhm.
going to be interesting because if it pays out, it's going to pay out big. Because I don't think anybody's hit that truck for real ever. So I think that this will be like sort of like you're staking a lot, but the payout is going to be ridiculous.
Hmm.
Also, I want to say another thing. You can capitalize on this bet by betting the name of the person who wins the truck. So
Oh,
if you can
man.
think of the name,
That would be a double whammy.
if you can
Oh.
somehow predict the name of the person who's going to win this truck, just first name, let's just say first name.
Yeah.
I think that you could double your effort here.
It'd be great if I could just get my name to win the truck, and then that's the game where it happens. I'll just like talk to the players. I'll like sneak back there, you know,
Oh.
like Kramer did, and just like, hey, you gotta hit a home run. You gotta hit 2.
No, it's when George is with that kid and he bets Paul O'Neill's going to hit inside the park or
Yeah,
catch the
but
ball with his hat and then hit a home
Kramer
run.
goes into the dugout, into the locker room, and talks to Paul O'Neill.
Mm-hmm. Hitting a home run, that's pretty hard, you know.
I'm
But
not
he
a
get
home run hitter.
and then Paul O'Neill gets like he gets to third
He hits a
base and it
home
was like a
run.
he gets it's an error.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so he
There's
gets it's a triple. It's a triple with an error.
Yeah. Rule is a triple.
Yeah.
You know what always bugged me about that scene?
Yeah.
We're like way off topic here tonight, but I always hated like they literally ruled the error like
In real
immediately
time. Yeah.
as he crossed like home plate.
Yeah.
Like if that were in real life, they would have been like 10, 15 minutes later, like, oh, by the way, that was an error. Maybe not that
Yeah.
long, but it wouldn't have been immediate.
It would have been like the
So,
next
Kramer-
inning. You would hear it.
Yeah, like Kramer would have been able to walk out with that post or with the signed letter or whatever
The
it was.
greeting
after.
card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the kid would have never known.
The thing that bothers me about that scene is the kid is creepy, man. Like they put makeup on him and shit.
Mhm.
Like he's a freaky looking kid. It's like it's uncomfortable. It's weird.
That's all kids who were like around in the 90s, you know. They had like a weird like stench to them, I think.
Doll-like presence.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the kid
Yeah.
looks it's weird. I don't know.
It's like
he
a
has
Home
like
Alone, Macaulay
eyeliner
Culkin kinda
on.
deal. Yeah. All right, well, I'll put that bet. I'll put a little check mark by it. I just want to run a couple more of these off, and then we'll make a final decision.
Yeah.
Will Benson will hit 10 home runs and then get traded to the Mets.
Oh, that's your most realistic one, I think.
That's the most realistic one. I mean, Will Benson hitting 10 home
traded
runs
the
right now?
Mets, no, but
There
Like
is a
if-
Mets to Reds pipeline and vice versa.
That's the thing.
Sorry, Ben, go on.
I didn't have anything else to say.
What did you
I
say?
mean, it sounds like do you like this bet?
I do. I don't think he's going to get traded to the Mets, but it's your most realistic so far.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
10 home runs isn't out of the realm of possibility. Hopefully, we don't need him, but
He's tearing it up in the minors right now.
yeah, he's a quad A player. He'll always be that.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
Too
well,
good for
I
the
think
minors,
that's,
too bad for the majors.
I wonder how many home runs he's hit in a single year.
Like
It
across
has-
all leagues.
No,
Oh.
just in the majors. Just in the majors.
It's got to be 10 is probably his 10 or plus probably.
I'll give him a dozen.
I'll give a dozen sounds right.
2014, he hit 14 home runs.
2014? What?
Last year, he hit 14 home runs. 2023, he hit 11.
Wait, you don't mean 2014?
No, sorry, 2024, he hit
Oh.
14 home runs. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
kidding.
okay, gotcha.
He hit, but he also had a negative 1.4 WAR last year. So
That's actually crazy that you hit.
I mean, he was hitting 187.
Ew.
That won't give you that won't get you too far. Not in the big leagues.
There's so many players that just can't hit
Not
higher
on
than
this team.
250, dude. Like no, across major leagues, like no one can hit anymore. It seems like.
Pitchers are too good.
Which,
I
by
wonder
the
how much of
way,
that has changed with the banning of the shift. That
I
feels
think
like
yeah.
it must have, right?
Oh yeah,
still
I think
s-
so.
Yeah. I mean, I still see plays being made by people lining up basically behind second base, but
Mhm.
it's not
Ellie De
like
La
they're
Cruz has been doing that. He's been
Mhm.
shading like just right of second base
yeah, still in the dirt.
or just left of second base, depending on how you look at it. Yeah.
Right.
It's gotten so bad to the point where Joey Gallo is becoming a pitcher. You guys know that?
I think I saw some.
What?
Video
Joey
clip.
Gallo was
Yeah.
hitting so bad. He's like, I guess I'm just gonna try to pitch now.
Oh my god, he was really that bad?
I guess like he wasn't hitting, and he's trying to turn his career around and pitch.
That's unbelievable.
I mean, he's made enough money that he doesn't need to ever play again. But
I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this earlier because I'm like, where do you find the gall to like say I'll just change professions within baseball? And I guess if you're just a freaky athlete like Joey Gallo probably is, you can sort of just feel confident to make that transition. It might not work out, but he's strong. He's probably in the 98th percentile in like height and weight. And, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But that confidence to go from like someone in the lineup to try to pitch for your first time, and maybe he pitched in college or something, I don't know. But it's just interesting.
From here's the timeline from 2019. He was an all-star. 2020, he had the Gold Glove, and then 2021, he was an all-star and won a Gold Glove. So this guy,
Wow.
from that moment, and to where he is now, another weird stat is that he's got a 15.5 WAR in his career. His batting average, 0.194.
Oh my God.
What a
Career?
weirdo. For career. What a weirdo.
Holy
What a
shit.
weirdo. I should put on a bet that Joey Gallo will play in a game as a pitcher.
Is he a
He'll
free?
get on
I'm
the-
assuming
get
he's
on
a
the
free
bump.
agent.
I have to imagine.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many players who try to. I mean, we saw your favorite player in baseball try to be a
Knuckleballer.
spoonball pitcher,
Yeah,
knuckleball
that's
pitcher.
right. Spoonball pitcher. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, to get back on track, what was the bet?
Yeah.
The Will Benson, 10
Hit
home
10
runs.
home runs to get traded to the Mets. I think that one's maybe likely. I think that one might give me
Like,
some money, but maybe not as much.
The second part of that bet seems less likely. The
Mhm.
first part is like it makes sense because I feel like the Reds are struggling with depth. We're getting some bad performances. So I can see him being called up and maybe he'll hit 10 home runs. Who knows?
Yeah. I like it.
Roll with it.
Okay. I just have two more. I will be Spencer Steer's personal guest at batting practice.
Okay. He has like a commercial out where he's inviting.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
pretty cool.
I,
It'd be pretty
unbeknownst
cool.
to me.
Oh,
You've
sorry.
seen-
Yeah.
You've seen
No,
the
I've
commercial.
never
not
seen that.
You have not
No.
seen the memes.
Can we
of-
pull it up? Let's pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up.
Can you share your
I
screen?
don't know.
Can I share my screen?
Can you try to pull up your browser and share? That'd be interesting if you could do
Yeah.
that.
I can't. I don't know how that works.
John is the technician here, so
Yeah, let
maybe
me
we can- This is something that we should try to. Oh, wonderful. Okay, we're about to watch a movie here.
yeah, here we go.
You got it?
Well, I will get it
Okay.
eventually here. You see
I'm
this?
just seeing
Technical
it's
difficulties.
just a black screen for me. So
Oh boy. Oh, here we go.
oh, I see a loading bar.
We got
Oh.
Spencer Steer here, and
Whoa, what's the bottom? What's the bottom result?
batting average.
Oh, okay. I thought it said naked.
Oh man, I
Spencer
know I cleared
Steer,
my history. Don't worry about that.
butthole.
Okay.
What is the what is it like the contest? Is that
Bro,
what we're looking for?
Just look up like what's the
Should have had this pulled up beforehand.
what's the
Well,
brand
I was kind
partner?
of put on the spot.
What's the brand?
I don't know.
He's okay. Just
I don't know.
Just go to-
Jacob's Coolers.
go to
Make a
YouTube,
commercial.
dude. What are we doing here? Commercial. Spencer Steer commercial.
There you go. Hold on. Oh man. Okay. You know what? We'll let's put this in post.
You got it. No, you got it. You got it.
Hold on.
Come on.
I'll pull this up.
Find it. Find it.
Okay, I'll find it. I'll find it.
I need to know. I need to have the context for this before I even get to decide if you should do this bet.
Yeah. Do you think that like it would be cool to hang out with Spencer Steer? I feel like when this commercial first started airing, it's like, oh yeah, like Spencer Steer, he's been like kind of like the guy, one of the guys in the past year who's pretty consistent behind the plate. And so now it's kind of not as interesting, maybe.
I will say that just the nature of like baseball players, I think it would be so normal. I think it would just be such a normal experience. Like I don't think it would be like totally chill and fine. I don't think it wouldn't be weird. Whatever. I mean, you want to hang out with Joey Votto or something like that, or Ellie De La Cruz probably if you're a Reds fan. But I think Spencer Steer would be chill. What?
I wouldn't.
What do you mean you wouldn't?
I feel like I'd be trying way too hard to like impress them.
There's no way. There's no reason to impress
their
them.
level, and I can't reach that.
What do you mean? You don't have to get on their level.
But if I were to hang out with them, like I would just try to be at their level, and I'm not. So
At what level? Like a
their
professional
level
baseball player?
of, like stardom and
No.
where they are in life, like they're just so far ahead of me.
Ahead?
Yeah.
What?
They're
I mean,
athletes, the best in the world.
you were never going to be a professional athlete.
Exactly.
So there's no reason to compare yourself in that regard. They would be.
Well,
They're human. They're humans. They're just normal people who happen to play.
So if you want to go hang out with like Joe Burrow, you would just be totally normal.
I mean, I would be a little bit starstruck probably, but I would. I think I could. I think I could like.
You could contain
through
yourself.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well,
right, let's see what we got
I'll never
here.
have to worry about that.
Oh, it didn't.
Well, maybe if you could go to Spencer Steer's batting practice or whatever.
Well, John's gonna go because he's gonna taking the bet.
We keep going to search. We keep going to the search results and nothing's happening.
You just want to look up his butthole, please.
Spencer Steer butthole.
Hold on, I found the commercial.
Does this play the audio? Okay.
I will find out. We'll find out.
Hey Reds fans, are you looking for the coolest way to see a game this year? Enter to win the coolest fan experience sponsored by Logan Services. Each month, one lucky winner and a guest will score 2 Scouts Club seats for a Reds game. Plus, you'll be my personal guest on field for batting practice before the game. That's pretty cool. Visit Logan Services online to enter now. Logan Services, proud sponsor of the Cincinnati Reds.
What?
All right, so now you can see where the hype is.
That's a fever dream. What was going on there?
It's pretty cool.
Can you play that again? I don't even know what was going on. I don't even know the contest.
Man, you can just look it up yourself. I just closed out the window. You know how long it took me to pull that up in the first place?
I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on. That was a fever dream.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. How about that? Okay.
What is going on? Why was it edited like that? That was crazy.
All right. I have one final bet here.
Okay, I believe you can do that if it means anything.
Okay. I'll keep in the back of my mind. We're at this point.
All right.
Recording.
Oh man,
This might be the most unlikely bet.
They're all unlikely.
Yeah, but this one might be the most unlikely. But if it
Okay.
hits, if you give me like a glimmer of hope, I might jump at it.
Okay.
The Reds will win a playoff game.
All right, Skip.
Yeah,
I
I think so. Okay. All right.
We're not making it this year.
I mean, it is May, but based on what I've seen, I'm never going to take that bet until they prove themselves, Not
This has been
Yeah.
John's Bad Bets.
John's bad bets. All right, Ben, you
That's
need
good,
to
dude. That's good. That's
yeah,
really
you
good.
need to whip that up on your keyboard if you got one.
I have one.
Do you have like some pots and pans? You can make a percussion out of those.
I told you I just had a keyboard.
Okay, you don't have to say it like that.
You should
Like 5 seconds ago, I said I have one. You have pots and pans.
Oh boy.
Woo, woo, woo,
Oh
woo,
boy.
woo.
Oh boy.
Guys, I went to an FC Cincinnati match in New York City last night.
That's cool. Were the Reds there?
The Reds were not there, but we did play in a baseball field. The game
Did
was
they
at
win?
the game was at City Field. Since FC
Oh.
Cincinnati lost the match 1-0.
1-0, how they say. in soccer.
Wow, I'm impressed by you.
Losing
know.
1-0.
It was
like
at
a Reds
City
game to me.
Field. We had a bunch of Cincinnatians come to visit, watch the match, and it was at City Field. You could see the infield dirt on the pitch, as they say, and people were slipping on the dirt. Like they had some sod over the dirt, and it was raining, granted, but people were slipping all over that infield. It was like it's a disaster. Can you imagine playing soccer on a baseball field?
Hardly.
I can imagine playing football on one.
Oh,
Raiders did it for a long time.
We were just
sounds
talking about that
right.
yesterday. We were just talking about the Raiders yesterday because we were making comparisons, and we said the Raiders had that field, and Riverfront Stadium also had the Bengals on there as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I mean, I guess it works a little bit better because maybe not actually, but I do remember. I think those old baseball games like MVP, they had that field with like the dirt in it, right?
Yeah, so did NFL hits.
Or not?
Blitz.
Yeah, not sorry, not MVP. It would have been the football equivalent. So it would have been Madden or something like that. Hits, yeah.
NFL Blitz.
Blitz. That was a great game. That was like a midway game, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh man, those games are so
2001,
good.
the best one.
I don't want to be a boomer
Year
about video games, but those the what? The year you got your hat?
Yeah, that's right.
I don't want to be a boomer, but I mean, some of those games was so good, and they're better than like some of the sports games we have today.
Oh,
Like
Some, everyone.
I'll just say this: if you're out and you see an arcade cabinet of NFL Blitz,
yeah,
and especially you see the one with the 4 players on it.
Yeah,
I don't find whoever it is. If it's someone in a bar that you don't know, if it's like your date, you say we're getting on Blitz. I don't care. It's so fun. It's the most fun that you'll have in a video game.
It's so fun, and I love Slugfest. Slugfest was great, dude. It just the fact that you could be on fire, like pitching, and you could like you charge the mound and you have a fight, like, and then like if you're I think if it was like you got 3 hits in a row or on base 3 times, you start heating up as the batter, and you're just on fire running the bags, and you could run into the catcher and he'd drop the ball, and like, oh man, that was so fun.
Yeah. You can knee him in the nuts and make him drop the ball. That's how. Or
those were the days.
Yeah, them's were the days.
Those were the days. Okay, go Leafs, baby. Leafs won 5-4, right?
Up 1-0 in the series.
1-0 in the series.
1-0.
Is Vancouver in the playoffs?
No.
Okay. I'm going to Vancouver
Tomorrow.
Wednesday.
Nice.
Dang.
I was wondering if the hockey game was going on.
No, they are out.
What's the Vancouver team?
Canucks.
What's a Canuck?
Just another name for a Canadian, right?
I always thought it was like a whale.
Whale?
But I'm not sure what it is.
That's
Well,
not
they
a
just
whale.
call Canadians Canucks. Am I way off?
I think you're right about
Last
that.
time I was in Vancouver, have I told you this?
Yeah.
Yeah. The trash people were on strike, so the sidewalks were like filled like 5 feet high with trash everywhere you went. It
Oh
was
my
it was
god.
disgusting. I was like, I never want to come back to this city.
I hope it's not like that when I go.
That was 16 years ago, so I think they've changed by now.
Oh God. Okay.
Well,
All
I
right.
mean, what can we say? You know, with a team that's kind of been a little middle of the road, a little milk toast, not inspiring, not you know, um, not always very fun to watch. And it seems like every week that we hop on these mics, we're not in a better spot than we were the last week. And in this case, we're 2 games worse than where we were before.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know.
I'd like to have that.
Bit of a bummer.
Yeah, I'd like to have that Cardinals and National Series back. I think that we could have had I mean, that doubleheader ruined the Cardinal series. I truly believe that. But you like to beat up on a team that has only won 2 games on the road, and
Yeah.
we failed to do that. National Series just got away from us. So those suck. That sucks because those are 2 bad teams that you should beat. The Braves aren't that good either, so yeah,
Well,
it's just not fun.
we have some after this Braves series, which will go until Thursday. We have a weekend set with the Astros, who are right now at 500, just like us.
Okay.
Definitely not the team that they have been, at least at the start of the season. We'll see how it goes. It always feels inevitable that they'll make at least a playoff appearance. And then we have
Mm,
hopefully a reprieve in the White Sox, who is not a great looking team right now. They are 10-25, last in the American League Central. And then we hit up the first leg of the Ohio Cup at the end of next weekend.
Drew Donkin will be joining us.
Mhm. You
And
may have seen him in the news. Apparently, he was in the news. He got interviewed after running
after
the
he ran
Flying
his
Pig
marathon.
Marathon. Yeah,
he ran the whole
he did.
marathon
He did.
Yeah, it's his first one
this
Yeah.
year.
ever. 8:30 pace for the whole thing.
Dude's a maniac.
What?
I was like,
Dude's a
yeah,
maniac.
he sent me his time. I was like, that's insane for your first one.
8:30 for a
Mhm.
whole marathon?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Wow,
I
I'd be
was-
lucky to be sub 10. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, I could probably do a 5K at that pace, but a whole marathon is crazy.
Oh my God, we'll have to talk to him about that. When was
But
the
he's
Flying
been-
Pig? When was that? Was that recently?
That was yesterday.
Oh my God, dude.
He's been running for, God, probably a decade plus now, but this is his first time that he decided to run a marathon. So,
Are you still running, Ben? I mean, right now you're sick, but are you running?
oh yeah, of course. I have been having pain in my knee again, so I'm trying to figure that out. But yeah, I'll be going tomorrow.
You should really switch off and do some cycling when you're having some like joint pain.
I know, I need to. I need to get a bike.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I mean,
Cool.
great.
Hell yeah,
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Reds 500, not looking like the team we want them to be, but it's early, and this is our thesis statement every week.
Mhm.
And don't show me that fucking ball ever again, please.
We should rename this podcast to Still Early.
That's actually good.
'Cause we say it all the time. Still early, don't worry. Still early,
Red
got time.
High Sox still early.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. High socks, always early. All right, Ben.
All right.
Sign
Yep,
us
Ben.
off. Ben.
Me?
Yep. Well, yeah, like you're surprised. We do this every week.
Keep on keeping on.
Mm.
Houday.
Okay.
Go Reds. And if you come back next week, we will be at 500. I guarantee it.
Again,
At 500,
okay,
at
nothing will
actual
change.
500, the same level.
Yeah, because that's just what this team is. We're a 500 team.
I'm gonna guess we're gonna be 3 games above 500. We're gonna crush the Guardians.
Who's the one signing us off?
You are. Oh fuck.
All right, go ahead, Ben. Do it again.
Do it again.
If you're here next week, Houday,
Mm.
go Reds, and be at 500. Go Reds.